Hello everyone. Today we'll see the next concept, that is reproduction rates. Okay, so reproduction rates to find growth of the population. Okay, reproduction rates is to find growth of the population. Why we have to go for reproduction rates? Because already we have studied and calculated fertility rates and mortality rates. But why we have to go for reproduction rates? Here I have written to find rate of growth of population, fertility rates are unsuitable. Okay, because it ignores sex of newly born children and mortality. Okay, this is the first reason. Next, if majority of these births are boys, the population is bound to decrease, while the population will increase if the majority of births are girls. Why we consider girls here? Because for fertility we need girls, that is they are future mothers. Okay, so next is, if mortality is ignored, uh, we not get a correct rate of growth of population. Okay, mortality also should not be ignored. It ignores the death of female children before reaching the childbearing age. Okay, we cannot say that all the females survive till the childbearing age. This ignores the death of the female child or children before reaching the childbearing age. Okay, to overcome from this, we have calculated reproduction rates. Okay, so in one word, to measure the rate of growth of population, we calculate the reproduction rates. Okay, we have two different ways here. Two different ways. One is gross reproduction rate, GRR we can say. One more, net reproduction rate, that is NRR. We'll see first one, GRR. It is the sum of annual WSFR. WSFR means woman specific fertility rate. Okay, as you have calculated age specific fertility rate, it is same. Okay, woman specific fertility rate of the entire reproductive span without mortality. Okay, this GRR is without mortality. Okay, for this we have to calculate WSFR, same like ASFR. Okay, here I have written note, WSFR means woman specific fertility rates. Next, it is a refined measure of fertility which accounts for future mothers. Okay, so as I told you, girls are or female babies are future mothers. Okay, next it shows the rate at which mothers would be replaced by daughters. Okay, if no mother died or migrates before reaching 49 years. 49 years means maximum period of childbearing age. Okay, what is our assumption? No mother died or migrates before reaching the maximum childbearing age, that is 49. Okay, we have formula here, very simple. Okay, so you have calculated total fertility rate, that is 5 into ASFR. Same it is, GRR is equal to I into summation of WSFR. I, the width of the class interval, what we consider. The class interval means age. Class intervals means age group. Age group what we consider. WSFR, woman specific fertility rates. Okay, so you know how to find out WSFR, births by population into 1000. Here we consider female births by female population into 1000. Female births by female population into 1000 will give you WSFR. Okay, calculation part is very easy. It is same like TFR. So here is a note. If GRR per woman is 1, means if we calculate GRR, okay, for given data, if we calculate GRR, if we get answer as a 1, okay, equal to 1 or approximated to 1, what it indicates? It indicates that the current generation of females of childbearing age will maintain itself on the basis of current fertility but without mortality. Okay, without mortality, the population remains constant. In one word, I can say that if GRR per woman is equal to 1, the population remains constant. Okay, so remember this. This is very important. Next, if GRR is less than 1, the population would decline. Okay, it may decrease. If GRR is greater than 1, the population would increase. Okay, we have some merits and demerits here. Okay, merits first, it is useful for comparing fertility in different areas or in the same area at different time periods. Means for different time age groups, we can calculate the woman specific fertility rate. We can compare those. Okay, and for two different areas also we can compare the woman specific fertility rate. Okay, it has an advantage over TFR because in its computation we consider only female babies who are the future mothers. Okay, here we consider only female babies. That is the merit. We have a demerit here. It ignores the current mortality. All the girls born do not survive till they reach childbearing age. Okay, so what we have assumed, all the girls will survive. In this concept, what we have assumed, all the girls will survive till they reach childbearing age, but in practice it is not. Okay, that is the demerit. I have considered a single example because examples are very easy. Already we have calculated TFR and ASFR, same it is. Compute GRR, okay, compute GRR. They have given the data, okay. Age group they'll give you, female population they'll give, and female births they'll give. You are supposed to find out WSFR because the formula is GRR is equal to I into summation WSFR. Okay, here they have considered the age group of width 5, that is quinquennial 15 to 49. Okay, they have given female population, female births. Okay, so first we'll find out WSFR. WSFR, female births by female population into 1000. Female births 190 divided by female population 16580 into 1000. Okay, whatever the number, this divided by this into 1000 will give you 11.45. Similarly, 700 divided by 1212 0 into 1000. Okay, get the total of this. Here it is 200.27. It is very simple. Here I is 5. Summation WSFR is 200.27. GRR is equal to 1001.36. Here we have calculated per 1000. So per 1000 women. Okay. So if you want per woman, divide this number by 1000. If you divide this by 1000, you'll get 1.001 per woman. Okay, so if they ask you to write the conclusion, what I can write here, GRR is almost 1, or you can say equal to 1. Therefore, population is constant or population remained constant, we can write. Okay. This is a 5 marks problem. Okay, they'll give you 3 columns. You are supposed to find a WSFR, get the total of this, substitute and get the result. Okay, and formula of WSFR you have to write. Next is NRR. Okay, here we consider survival rates. See the definition here. The average number of daughters that would be born to a female. Okay, we consider average number of daughters. Okay, if she passes through her lifetime conforming to the age specific fertility and mortality rates of given years. Okay, here is a note. NRR cannot exceed GRR. Okay, remember this, very important. This is NRR cannot exceed GRR. Always NRR cannot be greater than GRR, because in its calculation we take into account mortality. Okay, mortality will be considered here. Okay, NRR will not be greater than GRR. If NRR is equal to 1, the population will be constant. Okay, this comment also we have written in GRR. It is same. Okay, if NRR is equal to 1, the population will be constant. Even for GRR also. If NRR per woman is less than 1, then it indicates a declining population. Okay, it is decreasing. Population is decreasing. If NRR per woman is greater than 1, then the population has a tendency to increase. Population may increase if NRR is greater than 1. Okay, here we have a formula. Only change with GRR is into S. That is, S is survival rates. As usual, I is width of the class interval or the age group. Age group, what we consider. Okay, NRR is equal to I into summation WSFR into S. Okay, merits we have. It takes into account current fertility and current mortality. Okay, it considers both fertility and mortality. It will show a tendency of increase or decrease in population. Okay, this will show whether the population is increasing or decreasing. We have demerit here. It assumes constant rates of fertility and mortality. In actual life, both rates go on changing. Okay, we consider constant rates of fertility and mortality, fertility rates and mortality rates. But in actual life, it will change. That is the demerit. But in practice, we use NRR to find decrease or increase in the population. Okay. It cannot be used for forecasting future population changes. Future population changes cannot be predicted or calculated using this. Okay. Next we have a note here. In a situation, if GRR per woman is greater than 1 and NRR per woman is less than 1, then the conclusion is population is decreasing. Okay, here GRR is greater than 1 and NRR is less than 1. If it is so, we can conclude population is decreasing. Okay, remember this. This is very important. I have considered an example. They have given you age group, female population, female births, survival rates. Okay, you are supposed to find out WSFR, then multiply these two columns, get this, okay, and get the total of this. Very simple. They have given age group 15 to 49, female population, female births, as well as they have given survival rates. Okay, so find out WSFR. WSFR, female births by female population into 1000. 20 divided by 1600 into 1000 will give you 12.50. Okay, WSFR. Write the formula of WSFR here. Okay, and next we need here I forgot to write yes, WSFR into yes. Okay, so multiply these two columns, get the total of this. NRR is equal to I into summation of WSFR into yes. Okay, so 5 into 152.73, that is 763.65 female births per 1000 women. Okay, per 1000 women. If you want per woman, divide this number by 1000. So answer is 0.76. It is less than 1. What we can conclude is the population is decreasing. Okay. See, this GRR, concept of GRR and NRR is very important. This is compulsory question for 5 marks if they ask only GRR or NRR. Sometimes if you see the question papers, 10 marks problem, okay, it is a combination of GRR and NRR. If you calculate both GRR and NRR, you will get 10 marks. Okay, so concept is very important. Go through this, practice well. I have given you some examples as a homework. Okay, they are easy also. Thank you.